Welcome back. Now, this year, Kenya will be hosting the ACCO conference. I hope I said it right. And in studio, I am joined by two guests. We have Mr. David MATEGWA. He is the National Chairman of the Kenya National Police DT SACCO. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And we also have Nicholas Kamonye. He is the MD and CEO of the Cooperative Consultancy and Bank Assurance Intermediary Limited. Let me first start. We already got questions when I shared about this interview. First question was non-remittance and a few other questions, but I just want us to focus first about the upcoming conference. If David, you could tell us a little bit what we need to know about the upcoming conference that will be hosted right here in Nairobi.
Yes, thank you. We are going to have our 24th edition of the SACCO Congress. The last one we had in Botswana, which was attended by His Excellency Dr. Masisi, President of Botswana. And this time round is a climax of the meeting, this SACCO meeting. I think that this is will be the mother of all meetings compared to the other SACCOs that we have had before. We are going to have it in Naivasha. That is starting from 6th. And we have attracted more than 600 internationals coming from US, Canada, UK, globally, and the continent. We are also having a ministerial meeting that will start before we go to Naivasha. At least 15 ministers from the continent have confirmed, ministers responsible for cooperatives in the respective countries are going to attend, and they are going to have their own roundtable meeting for the ministerial, which will be chaired by His Honorable our Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Paranya. We are expecting 2,000 attendees, and it will be graced by His Excellency the President during the opening ceremony. We are excited because we have attracted the best brains in the cooperative movement globally. We are having those top credit unions from the United States of America who are coming. So we are going to have a different experience and share experiences with the world. And also we are going to, as a country, we are going to showcase on how we are also running the SACCOs in this country. Nicholas,
there's been a lot of excitement about this conference. Why is it such a big deal, and why is it such a big deal that it's been held in Kenya?
Thank you very much, Cynthia. The Oscar conference is a big deal to us and also to the continent of Africa. Because it's bringing a lot of people from the continent and also across the globe. We're expecting thousands of people who will be in attendance. And the theme around MSMEs is particularly exciting because when we look at this particular country, we realize that majority of Kenyans are employed through MSMEs, and that is what we shall be talking about. It is exciting also because we give a chance to cooperatives within Kenya to know where they're placed in this continent, that we're actually doing very well as a country in terms of cooperatives, and that is something that we'll be able to showcase. It's also an opportunity for other people to learn from ourselves and also for us to learn from different people. Like you had the chairman saying that we shall be having about 600 people from different countries out of Africa who will be attending this. So it will be an opportunity for us to actually learn from what they are doing to also help us leapfrog in terms of our business as cooperatives.
And Chairman, what are some of the major issues that you would like to see being discussed during this conference?
Of course, I think the first one I would like to be discussed is on governance. We would like to hear from what other global leaders are doing just to make sure that corporate governance is practiced. And we also learn the best practices from our peers of the continent. which we always would like to benchmark and emulate them on how they run their organizations. Yes. We are looking at also the issue of event trainings. We look at the strategic, the planning, how to prepare an organization to be ready for in case of risks. We want also to learn from how technology is evolving globally, and how to mitigate cyber risks that comes with the technology. Yes. Yeah.
Nicholas, let's talk a little bit about event cooperatives in Kenya. What impact have they had in this country?
Okay, thank you. About 30% of Kenyans' savings are actually mobilized through cooperatives.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
Yes.
Out of 10 youth who have been employed in this country today, about 7 are going through MSMEs.
Yes.
And we are part of the SME sector.
Yes.
And that is part of our contribution. In terms of other impact, we are helping those who do not have access to formal credit to actually access it.
Yes.
Because there are quite a number of reasons why somebody can be able to access credit easily. One, there's simple entry requirements to join a SACCO.
Yes.
All you need to do is pay an entry fee and also minimum share capital.
Yes.
There's also the requirement of borrowing. Once you save, for example, you saved your 10,000, most SACCOs will give you a multiplier of what you saved. You don't need too much hassle to actually qualify for that. The other thing is that it also offers financial literacy. Part of the package that comes with SACCOs is that when you are borrowing, you are taught how to use your money.
Yes.
And you are also shown where exactly can you be able to put your money.
Yes.
Today, if you were to look at Kenya and you look at the number of developments that have been done, I can almost assure you that majority have been done through SACCOs.
Yes.
Yes. So that is why it's a big deal.
Yes, SACCOs have been here for a very long time. And I'm wondering, even with this conference coming up, what are some of the opportunities that Kenya's cooperative movements can tap globally?
Yeah, so some of the learning points that we hope we should be able to pick up, one is around technology.
Yes.
Today, a lot of SACCOs have adopted technology, but when we look at our counterparts in the West, they have gone ahead of us.
Yes.
And there are places that we can learn from them in terms of how do we utilize things like data analytics, how do we use mobile technology, how do we enhance things to do with business-to-business technology, how do we partner with other people, for example, if it's fintechs, if it's financial institutions, how do we partner with them? The other thing that we probably can also be able to harness is the issue of receiving monies from either government or even partners from outside. We have noticed over time that SACCOs are being considered to be the very grassroots institutions that can actually bring maendeleo mashinani, so to put it, because they are at the very heart of grassroots development. So they serve an opportunity or give an opportunity to people who would want to invest in this country to actually invest through them. And they have proven over time that they can actually do that and actually take resources where they're deserved.
Yes. Yes. Let me come back to you, Chairman. As much as, SACCOs, for example, are quite popular in the country, we've had so many issues coming up with mismanagement and just denting the trust that people have with SACCOs. What are you doing to ensure that the trust does come back and we have less and less issues, especially when it comes to mismanagement?
Yes. If you look at when we started regulation in this country in 2010, you look at where the SACCOs were, and you look at the growth after the regulations. You know, most of the SACCOs were formed in early 70s.
Yes.
So if you look at the years that we have been in existence up to 2010, before we started the regulations, you will see the growth. The margin of growth was too tiny. Too little. But now from the regulations, when the SASRA came on board and SACCOs were required to meet certain ratios, we have seen the confidence level going up. With the membership, they will see there's a third eye watching over the investment. So if you look at also the communication from the ministry, is that the bill that is now before the parliament,
yes,
when it is passed, also it will create more confidence in the members, so that it will cap where the loopholes, yes, where the mismanagement is coming from. So it is going to take care of that.
Yes.
So I'm saying, as the policies are put in place, the more the SACCOs are now growing. Yes. And if you look at the report that was released by SASRA the other day, you could see very impressive growth from the SACCOs.
Yes.
And this is what we want to see going on. And we are also urging the people, the citizens of this country,
yes,
you know, if you are in a cooperative, you need also to trust the people where you are putting money, yes, so that if you mouth the place, then if you destroy it, you, yes, are destroying your livelihood. So we are saying the government, from where I sit, yes, the government is doing its best to put structures, policies, laws in place to make sure that there is no mismanagement. Whatever happened, then they will take action on those who are mismanage the SACCOs.
Yes. Nicholas is a consultant, yes, and you seem to be very big on technology. For you, what are some of the areas that SACCOs can be able to rebuild their trust and also prevent some of the mismanagement issues that we have seen in the past?
I'd point first of all to data analytics.
Yes.
Data analytics is basically using data to interpret the future or your current situation. And we have seen that analytics being used as a tool for risk management. Yes. It is also used as a tool for appraisal and also just better understanding people. Yes. So that would be one thing. The other thing that has been adopted and probably can still be used in terms of bringing back the confidence is the issue of mobile technology. Yes. Mobile technology gives accessibility to the high, to the mighty, and even to the lowest. Yes. So the person who is at the grassroots is able to access their money. They are also able to view whether their money is there or not. Yes. So that gives accessibility and confidence to them. Yes. The other thing that I know a lot of SACCOs are doing is what we are calling B2B integrations, business to business integrations, such that as a business person, I'm able to actually connect to your business and I'm able to have payment and collection solutions. So basically, I'm enabling your business to actually grow. So bit by bit, when we enable our members to actually do their business well, we are restoring their confidence. Yes. 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 The other thing is also just the issue of technology. For example, part of the issues that have been highlighted even in the co-operative bill is the issue of having hybrid meetings, where members who probably were not able to access meetings before will be able to access the same virtually. Yes. So that will bring confidence back. Yes. Yes.
You mentioned earlier even about the youth, and I'm wondering, will SACCOs still be viable for the coming generation, and what are we doing about it to make it more attractive for the young people to, even when, for example, they get into business or a job, for example, they get into SACCOs?
Yeah, so the youth are right at home with SACCOs. In the past, probably the perception that had been there is that this was for the older people. Exactly, yeah. But today you will notice that a lot of SACCOs, first of all, at face value, they have even rebranded. Today, a SACCO has a name that is more acceptable to the youth. Yes. Secondly, they have adopted technology, and that is what the youth are looking at. Yes. Today, you'll hardly find a SACCO that does not have some form of mobile technology. Yes. The other thing that SACCOs have done is also improve their visibility. We are in the spaces where the youth are. Yes. Whether it is the websites, whether it's social media, they are there. The other thing that is happening, which is very strong and important, is the issue of education. Yes. Because information is power. So today we are more aggressive in terms of selling the agenda of cooperatives, assuring the youth that SACCOs are the place to be. Yes. That you don't have to go to a multinational institution to actually get service. Yes. You can get a homegrown solution in your local SACCO. Yes. Yes.
Okay, now we will be talking about non-remittance. That's a question that I know a lot of you are waiting for me to ask. But first, let's take a break.